Hello, I am Jacquelyn Ebeling, and I'm very excited to be sharing with you today my career that I am hoping to be getting as a school counselor, but also my journey in learning in this course, how my past is influencing my decision to become a school counselor, but also my life experiences and biases and passions that also contribute to that goal of wanting to help and support others. Looking back at my DTS map from lesson 3, which was my favorite part of this class, I noticed how each part of my life story has influenced who I am today, from being a Starbucks partner and being able to go to college because of Starbucks, but also balancing early mornings and school and serving in children's ministry at my church. All of these experiences, plus some things from my childhood, have all impacted my development of patience and empathy and communication, which are all really important qualities of becoming a school counselor. Another lesson that really stood out to me was lesson 4, when we watched the TED Talk that is called "We Have to Walk Boldly Towards Our Biases." Taking the implicit association test did help me a lot recognize subtle ways where my personal thinking can be shaped so that it can push me towards more self-awareness in both personal and professional places, which would help me ultimately be a better school counselor. As I shared before, I do want to become a school counselor, specifically a high school counselor, so I wanted to share some more light onto what that looks like and what I hope for in the future. Specifically, I want to be a high school counselor because I work with a lot of teenagers in my church ministry. So I am a youth leader in youth ministry, and I also spent a lot of time in my life in my high school years where I wished I had a counselor who really helped me more with the hard parts of life, not just the future and what was coming for college, but was dealing with and helping me with the things that I was currently walking through. My interests are in psychology. I love it so much. Even though I'm a educational studies major, I do have a lot of love for mental health. I also love working with faith-based communities. And I hope to tie a little bit of that into my future path. Even though working for a school district, I'm not talking directly about faith, but I do know that because of my belief, I do have a light that's coming from me, and that's undeniable. And I hope that it will make people feel encouraged and seen when things are a little bit harder. In my local community, I hope to build programs that promote belonging and resilience, and especially for students who feel overlooked, as I was one of those students who did feel that way too. To reach the goal of becoming a school counselor, I do have to hit a couple of things before I become a licensed counselor and then also credentialed in the state of California. The first being, I need to complete my bachelor's here at Arizona State in Educational Studies, and then I plan to apply for my master's degree at Sonoma State University for a master's in counseling with a specialization in school counseling or clinical counseling. After that, I need to hit the required hours in the state of California of supervised counseling, and then from there, I also need to do the testing for my credentials to become an educator in the state of California. I probably will be finished with this in about 2031. Financially right now, I am working full-time, so I also hope that when I am doing my master's program that I'm working a little bit less. So financially, it is a little bit difficult to be able to pursue this career, but once I'm in it, I know it's going to be so fulfilling, and my goal would to be eventually having the minimum baseline of what our California education system offers, and then growing from there. The more education that I get for myself, the salary does increase. As we learned in lesson 3 of life experiences, personal growth often happens when we juggle multiple roles, and that insight has truly helped me focus on the long-term vision of my life and my goal, and appreciating the learning moments of each stage. And even though it's only 2025, and I know I have 5 to 6 years before I'm even going to be in this role, I know that the lessons I'm learning are so important and impactful for me to become a better counselor. With that being said, with my goals, it does take a little bit longer for me, so I'm gonna hit the different years for you really quickly so that you can get a better understanding of where I might be 3 years in 2028. Hopefully, I will be working towards my master's program at Sonoma State University. I'll be an intern as a counselor, and then also I'll be building my experience with hands-on experience with students in the area that I live in Napa Valley. In 5 years, hopefully I will be a fully licensed counselor in the state of California with the ability to either be an associate counselor and work towards my 3,000 hours and then opening my own practice, or I will be a licensed counselor to where I can go and be a school counselor. And in 10 years, I will be officially at least a fully licensed counselor. But like we discussed in lesson 7 on professional growth, lifelong learning is essential, and I plan to continue pursuing possibly a doctorate, which is more trauma-informed care. This course has helped me so much in connecting the dots between who I am, what I'm learning, where I came from, and where I'm going to be. I'm so grateful for every single lesson that we had. I learned so much in how this schooling time that I have will truly impact me becoming a better counselor. I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you so much.